What's going on, guys? John with the ProCut, and I'm out here. I've got my RK24 and my BH6.5 backhoe, and some of you guys might be interested to find out how you swap out the bucket on your RK backhoe. So you've got two bolts that lock the pins into place. So you're going to need a couple of 17mm ratchets. You're going to take out those set bolts, and then you're able to slide these pins out to swap out your bucket. Now it comes with the, I believe it's a 12-inch bucket. Let's see, yeah. Comes with the 12-inch bucket, which I've had to replace the 12-inch bucket once already because there was a bad weld and it failed. But now I'm wanting to dig a smaller trench, so I've got a 9-inch bucket. So I'm gonna take this 12 off and put my 9 on, so I can dig this trench up in the house. So let's get this thing done. All right, now those bolts are out. So now you can slide these pins out of your way, and gonna need to take some tension off of this before I'm able to slide those out of the way. All right, so now I have the bucket resting on the ground, and I'm gonna use a hammer and a screwdriver to go ahead and push those pins out of there. Now I've got the bottom pin out. I'm just going to set that to the side. The top pin, you just got to get free from the bucket. There we go. But you can leave that spacer, and you can leave the pin hanging in your tooth there, your thumb, if you will. And then go ahead and slide everything out of the way, so you can go ahead and move your 12-inch bucket, and then we'll take our 9-inch bucket and get it under there and lined up and put the pins back in. So bring your 9-inch bucket over here, and you're going to put the knuckle at your bottom pin, and then you can go ahead and remember your hole side is the one you're going to feed in first. So go ahead and just start getting things lined up. And oh, bloody hell. All right. the powder coat is a little thick in there. Let me get my rubber mallet. A dead blow might work better than this, but it will work. There we go. All right, now that's just right there at the edge. It would be easier if I was on level ground, but that's not always an option for people. I don't have any level ground here really. Okay, now that's partially through there. All right, now I got lucky. My holes are lined up, so I'm able to go ahead and put my bolt and nut back on here. And I'm just gonna tap it through. If you had to knock this thing back out or further through to get your hole lined up, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. And then this doesn't have to be cranked down tight. You just want to get your nut into the nylon locking portion of it. And so now we can go ahead and bring our thumb back over here and get this all lined up in to get this pin in here. We got to get all this stuff lined up. All right. It would definitely be easier with two people, but I'm usually alone, and this shows you that it can be done by yourself, even though it's not super convenient. There we go. All right. I think it's close enough to where we can start getting this stuff finagled into place a little bit. Like I said, would definitely be easier with help. Like, for sure. But you make do with what you got going on. There we go. Now that's started in the bucket. Now we can get it. There we go. Damn. It is definitely a pain in the arse by yourself. like about banging on this side is got that grease dirt in there, and that's kind of taking the brunt of this. So it's definitely good to be using a rubber mallet, not a dang steel hammer. Okay, getting there, guys. This might have been better to put in from the other side. Man, I'm kind of committed at this point, but I definitely think it would have been a better idea to put it in from this side. Alright, let me fire up the tractor and get this thing up in the air some. Stand by. Alright, so I pulled this out and then put it back in. You can see the pinhole is not lined up, so I'm going to use this screwdriver, put it in there, and with that screwdriver I can get my hole lined up, and then I can put my other lock bolt in there. So grab that out of the bucket, take this nut off, and then I can slide that through, tighten everything back on, and that's all there is. So we're good to go. The bucket's swapped out, two 17 mil sockets, long screwdriver, rubber mallet. They're the tools that you're going to need, and now we can grease this all up and get to digging. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. You are appreciated.